Hi, once again, what we're doing now, I'm looking at the instruments. For any one of you that knows anything about the Honda Bros knows that there's an issue with the instruments, and you can't just go willy-nilly changing stuff like I've been doing or have planned to do. There are quite a few things about the Bros instrumentation that you need to know. So I'm about to show you how to get round the problems of the Bros instrumentation. This is an interesting bike, isn't it, eh? Got loads of different things on it. Here is the original speedo from the restoration bike that I took out of the cover and then put a DeVille speedo in the cover. Here is the DeVille speedo in the Bros cover. Fits lovely, but there's a problem. If you look at this speedo, you'll notice there's a circuit board on the side and this bit of wiring that connects to the loom. Now what this does, bearing in mind that this bike was built in the late 80s, what it does is quite interesting. When the speedo gets to 100 kph, which is about 60 miles an hour in this country, notice on the back as you move the speedo needle there's a raised section on that flange. If you look down inside, you'll see this raised section here. Now as the speedo needle moves, you'll see that it moves that. Now as it moves round, if you look inside there, you'll see two prongs. If you notice the flat that the raised section of that little flange goes through those prongs, and it goes through those prongs at about 100 kph. What that does electrically through this circuit board, it tells the ECU, and the ECU won't allow you to go any faster. So this is a means of restricting speed on the bike in 1988. That's bloody brilliant, really, isn't it? Annoying, but brilliant bit of engineering. So what we're going to do about that then? Well, just leave it unplugged. No, can't do that. If you leave it unplugged, the ECU will go into limp home mode. Right, that's amazing. The bike will be limp home mode, won't rev over 5,000 RPM. So it must be connected. What if you aren't using that speedo? Well, that means you've got to take that circuit board off of there, connect it to the loom, and then put it somewhere on the bike so that it still thinks everything is connected up as it originally would have been. Or what you can do, you can put one of those connectors on the speedo cable, which allows the speedo cable to drive the kph speedo as a mileometer speedo. And the only problem with that, I mean, look, if you look at it, look at that speedo. It means that when you're doing 30, it'll be down there. That'll be sort of 40, 50. So you'll hardly have any sweep of the instruments. Plus, yeah, it won't be very accurate, and if it's not very accurate, you'll quite easily get done. Especially in Wales, where the speed limit is now 20 miles an hour. Bloody hell. Brain damage is quite common nowadays, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, So you can disconnect it, no. Put one of those speedo things in, no. Or you can disconnect it from the speedo, wrap it up in something to protect it, and connect it to the loom so that the speedo then tells the ECU everything's tickety-boo. Well, that's what we're about to find out, whether you can do it or how to do it, and then I'm going to do it. Bloody bike. Bloody bike. I think the back... Here you can see the module once it's off. There's the two pins that the disc rotates through, and you know, I mean, I know nothing about printed circuit boards, so really to me this is mystery. All I know is that that is going to be connected to the loom. This is going to be wrapped up so that nothing goes in between those two. Can be wrapped up so it's safe. And then I'm probably going to put it into the either the speedo housing if there's room, or I'm going to put it in the headlight out the way so that then the ECU will act properly. Right, I'll show you how I'm going to do it. So the module was wrapped, and then I fitted it into the headlight and then fed the wire up from the headlight ultimately to come into the instrument panel. There I connected it to the loom, and so everything is now safely put away, and the bike will run properly. Well, one hopes, does one not? I haven't ridden it yet.